So you've been posting content online to attract premium clients for your coaching or consulting business, but you're feeling like you're attracting the wrong crowd. Not ready, not aligned, or just not a right fit. I've been there and I know how frustrating it is. If we haven't met, hey, I'm Daniel Mamba O'Doy. It's awesome to have you here. I've been posting content for over 10 years online, and honestly, for the first 7 to 8 years, I was doing it completely blindly. Posting content to the ether, showcasing my expertise, but I was drawing in the wrong people to work with me or that were interested in my services. And the reason is you're publishing videos like a traditional content creator, not like a business owner using content to attract the right clients. See, traditional content creators are relying on getting a lot of attention and as many views as possible. They need mass market appeal so they can drive as many views for AdSense, affiliate links, or brand deals. But as a business owner, that's not your game. The game you're playing is creating content that makes a potential client look at you and say, what you have and what you're creating is made exactly for me. My best analogy is like having a sniper or a shotgun. One goes for pinpoint accuracy and doesn't need to take many shots, whereas the other is a spray and pray approach that needs many shots to try and hit a specific target. And so in a conversation I had with a friend the other day, who's a WEC method master coach of rotational movement strength training in Australia, I talk him through exactly how I solve this in my business and give him the practical step-by-step guide of how he can do it himself, so that your content acts as a magnet for the right people and filters out the rest. As he shared that he had a huge breakthrough at the end of this conversation, I thought it was too good not to share with you as well. So as always, I hope this serves you, my friend. And if there's anything that stands out for you, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. When I say your dream avatar, that's your dream clients. So you've probably at this point served dozens of people that you've coached through your method over the years. But if you look at it, there's probably like the 20% Pareto. 20% of your clients give you 80% of fulfillment, satisfaction, results, etc. There's always that imbalance. And then write down the names of all of those clients. Like I want you to have them all in one place that's like real for you. If you write it on a journal or do whatever. And then I want you to start like really consciously in your mind being like, what are the common denominators between these individuals? How do they show up to the calls? What was the language they use? Do you have Zoom calls with AI transcriptions that you could pull? I'm getting really deep in inside baseball here, but this is the level that I go to, because the dilemma that most people have in their first 2 to 3 years of business is they try and cater to everyone. And you know the classic, if you try to serve everyone, you serve no one. You want to get to a point where when someone lands on your content and reads your bio line and sees a piece of content and lands on your page, they go, this was made for me. It's not maybe it was made for me, this might help me. When someone with certainty can go, this is exactly made for me, I'd rather have 1,000 followers who are hyper engaged and feel like I'm making content for them than 100,000 that kind of like me because a couple of reels went viral and they don't really give a about me, right? Or they don't really care about me. Every piece of content you're making from this point onwards is just serving that one kind of like synthesized avatar, which is this going to be this like Frankenstein of 5 to 10 of your best favorite clients. Best because they showed up, best because of results, best because of whatever metric it is for you. I don't mind. And then because we're in an AI era, again, if you use ChatGPT, like I use tons of it, I literally will just either I'll copy text and whack into ChatGPT, or I'll voice note into ChatGPT and be like, hey, I want you to create a profile of my dream customer. Can you write up commonalities between the psychographics, their lifestyle, etc.? They're the ones that had the best results in my program. They're the ones that are still with me, blah, 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 blah. Because I think what we often struggle with is because we don't have a really clear sense of who we're speaking to, we kind of speak to the ether, aka the algorithm. And we kind of, like I did, work in hope. We just hope it lands in front of the same person. But you want every single piece of content to be a sniper. And you might have seen, but I'm not posting very often on Instagram. There was a period when I was just posting for the sake of getting good at posting content and learning how to do it. But I started backing off to maybe like 2, 3 a week to 1 a week to eventually sometimes even 1 a month. But every piece of content was like sniper accurate. I knew I was talking to one person, and marketing is meant to attract the right person and basically repel everyone else. So if you choose Instagram, if you choose YouTube, if you choose paid or organic, it doesn't matter. But any piece of content you want to put out, you want to think, is this serving the person that I'm speaking to? I'm not expecting they're going to buy off it, but they're going to look at it and go, Benny, he knows what he's on about. Like he is talking to that struggle, pain point, desire, or outcome I have. And like you're already doing, I think it's a Google rule, but there's something like you need about 7 hours of positive association for most people to be ready to buy with you. Now, some people will land on your page and want to buy with you within like a month or a week or whatever. Some people take time to warm up. So that's why I want to give you credit, because even though you felt like you've been posting for so many years, you are building up that positive association number in the minds of people. There are people watching your content silently that are going to be your best customers in a year. They just haven't hit that boiling point yet with your content. That's why YouTube creators traditionally monetize better or faster than Instagram short form creators. Because if you sit with someone with a 20-minute video, that's like 30 reels
like that you've had to binge over 30 days. So if you can speak beautifully with the message you shared, like literally 30 minutes ago that like had me in awe with you, I'm not saying go on YouTube if that's not your strategy. I don't want to distract you. But if you go on YouTube and someone sits there and is like, Benny's a master at this. Like someone speaking deadpan to camera, unscripted for 50 minutes or 15 minutes on an area of mastery, to me, carries more credibility than someone who's trying to make like quick 30-second trendy audio reels. And it's exhausting. I've played that game. Like I know what it's like. So that's just like a tactical play. I'm not saying go to YouTube. I don't want to distract your strategy if you're on Instagram, but it's just an observation. So with short form, you just need to produce obviously more of a period of time. So avatar, get really clear. Every piece of content is like a sniper. Is this serving them? How's this helping them? How's this either addressing a pain, helping them move towards something? Don't worry about your family, friends. Don't worry about your mates. Don't worry about everyone that I know is in your Instagram, because that's how I used to think. Oh, what are they going to think about? It's like you're on Instagram to change lives, and change lives is a very specific person you can serve. Like that's what you're called to. And I can hear and I can feel it in your content. But just from a very top of funnel tactical perspective, that changed my view on how I then got clients for my high ticket service, which is like done for you video content. And then eventually my coaching service, which, is kind of like a done with you service, because people will pay with their time before they pay with their money. And if you give them a positive ROI on the time they've invested with the content you produce for free, that is what makes them go, I'm going to invest my money in this person. Because if the time was a good return, I've seen a lot of shit content, I've swiped on, and I've never gone back to that creator before, but I've seen content that makes me go, that should be paid. That piece of content deserves to be paid. I can't believe I got that for free. They will be sticky and they will come back and they will become your true fans.